Mark?
Yeah, Rick, Vicki, this case does not involve the LMPD officers who executed the search warrant at Breonna Taylor's house the night she died. It involves the officer who prosecutors say lied to obtain the search warrant and his supervisor. And a judge has now taken a potential life sentence off the table for both of them.
I really wasn't surprised at all.
Chanel Helm helped organize the protests in the summer of 2020, which followed Breonna Taylor's death earlier that year.
I really have no faith in what adjudication looks like for law enforcement officers.
For her, Thursday's ruling was the latest in a string of disappointments in the case. A federal judge dismissed key charges against former LMPD detective Joshua Janes and former Sergeant Kyle Meany. Janes is accused of lying to obtain the search warrant executed at Taylor's apartment, while Meany is accused of approving the warrant application even though he knew there was false information in it. Both men are accused of trying to cover up their tracks once they were caught. The charges that were dismissed, deprivation of rights resulting in death, could have carried life sentences. Taylor's family issued a statement that read, in part, "Obviously, we are devastated at the moment by the judge's ruling with which we disagree." In his opinion, the judge wrote, "The result must be the natural and probable consequence of the action at issue, as opposed to a conceivable consequence." The judge noted the officers served the warrant late at night, alarming Taylor's then-boyfriend Kenneth Walker, who thought intruders were breaking into the apartment and fired a warning shot. He wrote, "Even if police had a valid warrant, the alleged post-midnight busting in would have frightened KW, who would have fired, prompting the lethal return fire from the officers." The judge also wrote, "KW's decision to open fire is the legal cause of her death." That's a statement that concerns Helm.
And it's very frustrating that this is being blamed on Kenny for absolutely defending his household. Like, I don't think any of us would just stand back and just watch our military-looking people trying to bust into your house, let alone firing hundreds of rounds into an apartment.
Meanwhile, attorneys for Janes and Meany praised the judge's decision. Meany's attorney issued a brief statement that read, "We are very pleased with the court's ruling." Now, to be sure, these two officers are still facing some serious charges. Janes is accused of deprivation of rights, conspiracy, falsification of records in an investigation, and Meany is accused of deprivation of rights and making a false statement to investigators. The judge would not dismiss those other charges. Mark Vanderhoff, WLKY News.